I said, first off, don't send me any clips of him. Don't send me anything about him. I'm over. I'm done. I'm done with him. And then when I got that mugshot a couple days ago, all I could do was just cry, because I had messaged the FBI several times and I said, what's going on? And sometimes they wouldn't answer. Sometimes they'd say, it takes time. It takes time. I remember when I had the interview with them, I said, how long is it going to take? And they said, just, Vicki, let me tell you this. When we go in, it's over. We have everything, so it may take years. So I feel like I've been vindicated. I feel like you won't believe the people that has messaged me saying, Vicki, I'm sorry. We didn't believe you. We thought you were just a woman scorned. But I'm so thankful for this opportunity to share my story with you.
Because more people are speaking out now too.
Yes.
You're one of the very few over the years that spoke out publicly.
Yeah, they won't do it because of what would happen. What they would happen. You know, one thing I wanted to say, when David was pastor in church in St. Louis, his armor bearer, that's somebody that goes around and helps him, you know. There's really true ones that are compensated, and they're, you know, he's got a whole other situation going on. But when he messaged me, he told me he had 60 names of 60 women in St. Louis that David slept with. He said, let me tell you something. He said, one time I got a call from one of the deacons. He said, get David, come out to the house. He said, why? He said, well, you'll find out. He told David got his wife, they went out the house. On the way to the house, David told his wife, said, act like you knew about this when we got here and that you forgiven me. And she said, what? Well, he said, you'll see. When he got out there, all the 8 deacons were out there, and they were confronting him. He slept with every one of their wives.
Was this Tabitha the wife? Tabitha was the wife. Growing up in the church and being involved in so many churches across the country, do you worry there may be other situations out there like what was alleged to happen at the Kingdom of God Global Church?
Yes, because when I first wrote the book and I was sharing a little bit about it, I had women reach out to me. One lady said, I had our bishop's baby and we sit in the balcony every Sunday, and the child is 5 years old now. He's on the platform with the First Lady. And
so other cults.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're going to say it's a church. Yeah. There are legitimate churches. My dad was a pastor. He was
100%.
But you know what? There's some of these, they're cults, you know. And but my whole message was no more secrets.
Yeah.
See, I kept a secret. People keep a secret. If you can't go, this is a side note. If you can't go down the street with the guy you're dating, and you can't go to a restaurant or go meet his family, you could only meet him in the hotel.
And it sounds like too in the documents that he's charged with, that's mentioned that he made them take, a lot of the women transported to him, take Plan B contraceptives. He ever make you?
No. We didn't. We weren't together because I didn't live there. So
you weren't there.
I wasn't there. He had a house in Detroit of about maybe 18 women, and I'm sure 99% of them was with him.
How would you describe your relationship with Mr. Taylor?
I thought I was in love with him, you know. But when I look back at it, he really just used me, because I have like 1.2 million on my Facebook page, my platform. He would have me promote his book. If I didn't promote his book every day, it was like the end of the world. Like, you know, he wanted me to interview people that saw Jesus. So when I look back on it, he used me for my platform. He did not love me. He did not, because it was all about what I can do for him. Yeah. You know, he kept me busy just, you know, promoting his book, you know. And as far as, you know, I look back at it, I just cannot believe that I got caught up in it. I just can't believe I'm smarter than that. Yeah. You know, I feel like I'm smarter than that. And the guy is nothing to look at. I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean, I'm just saying, I like good looking, men. That's one thing, that's the first thing you see. But that's not what attracted to me at first. It was what he said to me. He's got a way, I know it's demonic. I know it's manipulative. Some of these women, his main thing, and it's in the book, getting the women, is Facebook.
Sharing your story with us. And I know it's not going to be easy. So, is it going to be hard? It's already making you emotional.
It is.
Why?
Because when I spoke out against this monster, I had so many people saying, you're just a woman scorned. He cheated on you. You got names of a couple women. But I knew it was more than that. And I got criticized. People just thought I was crazy. But I knew this man was a wicked man. And I spoke out. And when I went on social media, I never got caught, because as a Christian recording artist, you shouldn't be doing what I did with this man.
Yeah.
I didn't get caught in anything. God spoke to me. He says, Vicki, you need to confess to the world. You're a gospel recording artist. You're with this man. He has convinced you that you are in a okay relationship because he's best friends with Jesus. And he's immune from all of that. And you're going to be okay. He said, God just really kept, and I would say stuff to David. David, this ain't right. He said, it's okay. I'm best friends with Jesus. But being a preacher's kid, I knew it was wrong. And so I spoke out, and it's actually still on the internet. It's about 20 minutes, and I just told everybody what was going on. Within 3 weeks, I stopped counting at 100 women that told me that they were in a relationship with David. Many of them said they were his wife. They said that he said to keep it just between them because church people are messy. That's what he told me. Church people are messy, Vicki, and I'm gonna marry you one of these days, but just don't tell anybody. And so all these women are out there thinking that this man is going to be the one that they're going to marry.
Loves them.
There was times he would text me, and he would just say, hey, what's going on, baby, or whatever. And I would respond, but he wouldn't say nothing back. And then the next day you'd get, And so one time I remember saying, David, we're supposed to get married at some point. We haven't talked in 3 weeks. He said, he finally would call me. He said, I don't know about us. He said, you just seem very unstable. And I said, well, maybe you're right. You're so busy doing the things of God, and you're traveling, and I'm sorry that I guess I was asking too much, so that I backed out again, And so, but I had a lady even today, he moved her from Maryland and moved her a few blocks from his home in St. Louis. And she said, when I saw you come out and say what you said, the first 3 words, I knew you were speaking the truth. Because everything you said about him, he did it with me. And so that's why the women believed me. Yeah. The women believed me.
The Department of Justice says David Taylor and Michelle Brandon are facing charges of human exploitation, financial crimes, including forced labor and money laundering, and that they did not permit people who were working for their call center victims to leave the house without permission, demanded